as you may know, we've been proudly sponsoring and raising a Southeastern guide dog puppy here at ABC7. Our Wrigley is almost 11 months old now, but we've just learned that there is a baby boom at Southeastern Guide Dogs Kennel, or maybe we should call that a puppy palooza. Leslie Shepard, Director of Puppy Raising Services with Southeastern Guide Dogs, is here with, who is your friend? Who did you bring?
Oh, I brought a little puppy. She's from the pilot litter, and she doesn't have a name just yet, but
she's adorable.
So we call her Pup Pup.
Pup Pup, or a little green, or a little bit, or, you know, whatever.
Oh my.
We call her adorable is what we call her. I'm melting.
Well, now, you've had a puppy palooza, a baby boom at Southeastern Guide Dogs. What about timing on this thing?
Well, the timing is all about spring and Mother Nature and, you know, the birds and the bees, and then what happens naturally happens for our mama dogs as well. And so when we have the opportunity to breed our dogs, we want to take advantage of that. We can't control that, and we can't control the size of litters that come. Okay. So an average litter is usually about 5, but because Southeastern Guide Dogs always is better than average, we have, of course, beaten the average, and we had very large litters this
Like
year.
how many puppies?
We have total in the kennel right now about 100 puppies right now.
Oh my goodness.
I want to go.
A lot of
We need a field trip, girls. Can you imagine all those puppies?
Now, you are actually monitoring all of the dogs from the time that they conceive all the way through
Oh,
the
yes,
timing.
absolutely. We have a top-notch genetics and reproduction department that is monitoring these puppies from the time that they're conceived all the way until the time they go home with our puppy raisers.
Now, our Wrigley is getting older, but can Stephanie raise another puppy?
Of course she can.
Can people who've
volunteer
raised
her.
one be a puppy raiser again?
Absolutely. In fact, we have a really great retention rate. About 70% of our puppy raisers will repeat. Okay. But it's always about timing for us because puppies come back to us, to Canine College, at different times of year. And summer and spring is a time when we have a lot of puppies, so we are always recruiting new puppy raisers.
Okay, Stephanie, we're going to put you on the spot. Would you do it again?
Absolutely, I would do it again. I'll be honest, it's a debate in my household because as you have timing with your puppies, it is a big commitment, and you know we're balancing kids going to college and things like that. So there is
about the reward?
There is a passionate discussion about my house when the timing will be right. But the reward is incredible, and you ladies see it every day with Wrigley. Yeah. I mean, Wrigley came to me at about that size, actually a little bit younger. I know, it is so hard to believe. And you know, he's an almost 1-year-old dog now, and I'm heartbroken that he won't be with me every day, but I'm so proud of his potential, and you can see as he's grown through the year with us. And I don't know, it's kind of, I feel the same about Wrigley as I do about having a senior in high school. You know, I'm getting ready to send my daughter into the world, and while I'll miss her, I'm so excited to see what happens with her, but I'm so excited to see what will happen with Wrigley when he goes back to Southeastern to be in for training, because you really do raise it with the knowledge of I just want him to do the best he can be.
Well, these are really great dogs. So when you get one of these puppies, I've had one. When you get one of these puppies, you get a very special dog, don't you?
You do. We have a really extensive puppy education program that starts when they're 2 days old, and that continues until they go off to their puppy raiser at about 10 weeks. She is 10 weeks old, so she's going to be headed home pretty soon. And
I think we wore her out.
Yeah.
She's just bored.
See how mellow she is?
Yeah. Well, and I will speak from having, you know, one of your puppies obviously in my home and raising dogs on my own as well. Having a quality animal to work with is an amazing, amazing experience because, you know, they are carefully bred so that they do have the qualities you want in an animal, and that makes puppy raising so much easier. And any little stumble you come upon, you remember when you had a newborn baby at home and you're like, what do I do with this thing? When you have a newborn puppy at home and you have a question, there's people to call.
Yeah, someone to call
and I
help.
did make phone calls, and I did text my, you know, volunteers that are so knowledgeable and say, okay, this just happened. Any advice? What should I do? You know, so you have help. I never felt, you know, lost or helpless or anything like that.
We are there for you 24/7, literally 24/7.
Now, Wrigley's 11 months old. What's in his future?
Wrigley is coming up on a really important milestone. He's going to hit his 1-year-old birthday, 12 months, next month, and we will be doing an assessment video on him out in the field to kind of see how he's been doing with just some things that he'll encounter in his college, if you will, training. How is he doing with underfootings? How is he doing on stairs? How does he do greeting other people and strange dogs? And this is kind of like the SAT.
Oh, you're stressing me out. I just did these with my daughter.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, and that helps all of us. What can we do in this next month before his big assessment to help him be the most successful?
Polish. Everything is about polishing at this point. So, you know, making sure that he, when he goes into a heel position, that he's doing it very crisply. That when you ask him to sit, he's doing it on the first request and fairly quickly. That he's not having any issues going upstairs or going in new places or seeing new things.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so people can get a guide dog puppy now and have the wonderful experience we've all had. Stephanie did the work, but we enjoyed the
volunteered
puppy,
too.
so we've all had
You
a great
gave lots
time.
of love, and that is part of getting to have the puppy.
Well, for more information on how you can raise a guide dog puppy, go to Southeastern Guide Dog's website. You can get more information there. And to see the latest on Wrigley's adventures, you can follow him on Instagram and Twitter at Wrigley's View. Next, how to renovate your home with today's latest trends.